Okay, let me check if this is recording. Most certainly is. Okay. I make sure I'm using my Apple Watch so that way I can make sure I'm in frame, basically. So, yesterday morning, I got up really early and I decided to try R.L Stines' writing routine. He wakes up every morning around 9 o'clock, from what I've seen, and he writes 2,000 words a day and then he stops, from what I have seen. So, yesterday I got up really, really early because I couldn't fall back asleep, and I wrote 2,000 words and I stopped. And even though I still want to write, I decided to not let myself write anymore. Um, from what I have seen for R.L. Stine is he thinks of the title of his book first and then he goes along with that, which is really interesting because most of the time it's you write the book and then you think of the title, I think. Mm. Look at my delicious coffee. I love it so much. So yeah, um, I just want to share it because I'm going to start sharing it more. Um, so I'm currently writing two books right now. They both are children's books, but one of them is for a younger audience and will be a picture book. I will be illustrating it, and the other one will be, I guess you would say the one I'm working on right now is more of a middle grade book, I guess you should say. It's I've been working on this story for 3 years now. Um, at first it just came to me and I started writing it down. And every so often I would come back to it. And this year I have decided to really stick with it. And so far I'm doing really good. I have written 6 chapters so far. Um, so yeah, this year I want to really stick with it. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Um, so yeah, I'm very excited to start sharing this with you all. Um, my illustration style, I still struggle with that because I love the sort of cartoonish look, but then again, I also really love realism. So I think I'm going to stick with the realistic style. Um, my inspiration for illustrations is the American Girl doll books. Okay, like Molly's Story, the illustrators. I love those illustrations. I've never read the books, um, but I love the illustrations. I Definitely think I'm going to go to the bookstore later on this weekend and pick up some books for inspiration, basically. But yeah, I'm really excited to start sharing this with you all. So, the middle grade book, I'm calling it Project Psycho. I don't have a title for it yet, like R.L. Stine does. Um, Although I have a few, but I'm not going to share that yet. Um, so yeah, I'm really excited, as you can tell. I this this is like the third draft I have written for this story, because the first few drafts, the first like 2 years I was working on this story, it was going to be an adult book, but I was not a fan of it. I was not liking it at all. So I decided to turn it into like a middle grade book, because I don't know, I just feel like a lot of the middle grade books, to me anyway, are a lot better than the adult books. I'm heavily inspired by Mary Downing Hahn and R.L. Stine. I grew up reading those books all the time. I loved Mary Downing Hahn's books. Love her. I loved her books. Wait Till Helen Comes and The Lovely Bad Ones and The Old Willis Place are my favorites. So yeah, I'm currently illustrating or drawing out a page for my Project Psycho right now. I don't know if I'm going to stick with this one though or the other one they have. I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait a little bit longer before I do it cuz I just really feel like I'm finally going somewhere with it and I'm just so excited. You know, I'm really excited. Uh-oh, let me make sure I'm even recording. Okay, I am. It says I am. So yeah, that's what I will be doing in this video is a little R.L. Stine. Probably not exactly, because when I write, I write. Like, I can't seem to stop. But I do think I'm going to make myself write like 2,000 words today and then take a break and then maybe go back to it. I guess I also just want to see like how much I can get done this weekend. Yeah, the next like 3 days basically. So yesterday I wrote 3 chapters. Let's see how many I can do today. So yeah, that is it for my Project Psycho story. How do I say this without spoiling it? Um, it's about 2 kids who see some. Okay, I think my thing just died. Is about two. How do I say this without explaining it? Okay, I really hope you can hear me. Because this thing, I swear, it never charges. I swear, it like never charges. I feel like I will record with it for a whole hour after it being off of charge all night and it ends up dying. I don't know. I don't know. So, the story for my Project Psycho is these 2 kids who see something and they kind of investigate a little bit and they find some things out. Like I said, it's gonna be like a middle grade novel. Oh, not novel. A middle grade book is what it's gonna be. I don't think it would be a novel. I'm not setting myself up for that high of a standard yet. So, yeah, that's what I will be writing. Or that's what it will be about. And that's what I'll be writing today. Unless I end up writing my other story, which is going to be, I don't know. I haven't thought of like a name title for it yet, but it's gonna be about a girl And this one will be the picture book, okay? It's gonna be about a little girl who just wishes she had more friends. She's just feeling a little bit lonely, and then she wishes on a star, and like she finds these friends, and they all go on like this little adventure together, and it's just, yeah, that's all I'm saying for now. That's all I'm saying for now. So yeah, that will be the actual like children's picture book. You know, like 35 pages. So yeah, that'll probably be it. I have written it down how I want it to go, but I haven't actually written a draft or anything for it yet. So yeah, that's all I've gotten so far. I really hope you can hear me, by the way. If not, I'm so sorry. It's just that this thing always dies on me, and it's getting really, really annoying. But yeah, I'm just so excited for my Project Psycho book to finally start like going somewhere with it, and I'm so close to bringing it to life. So yeah, that's why I'm wearing this Halloween t-shirt, because it will be set around Halloween, and it's gonna be kind of like the 90s in a way, like a 90s or early 2000s vibe is what it's gonna be like. I'm definitely thinking early 2000s, because that's the time that I grew up, okay? I was born in 2002. I was born in 2002. I am a 2002 baby. Who turned the lights off? Why'd it get so dark? You all saw that, right? It's like a big cloud just went over or under the sun. No sunlight at all anymore. I bet this looks awful. If it does, I'm sorry. I really am sorry. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to writing, I guess. Again, I'm sorry for this awful lighting. To writing. So yeah, I will see you all in a second. I'm currently at 8,938 words, so plus 2,000. Okay, in order for me to reach my 2,000 word goal for the day, I have to get 10,938 words. Whew. Get my emotional support coffee. That's why I have this little black cat, so I could get in the Halloween mood. Even though it's literally spring, but oh well. Let's get to it. Y'all, it is 1:52 now. I've been writing for an hour now, and I have 900 words to go. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting really sleepy. I'm getting tired. I'm wanting to quit. uh, but this is an exciting chapter though, so I need to stick with this chapter at least. So it's currently 2:44. I just took a small break and made something to eat. I am at 11,728 words. So I am going over the 2,000 word limit. However, I feel like I have to get this chapter done. At least this chapter. So, yeah. I'm at least going to finish this chapter and then I'll call it quits for the day. For this book, anyway. This is what I will be ending it on today. Oops. Here it is so far. See, at first I was using markers, but I just feel like I can't. I don't know. See, I was using markers, and then see, like I said, my markers are old, so they ended up running out of color. So I think I'm going to do another version with just watercolor and color pencil, because the markers, I think, are just old, you know. So yeah, I don't know. So it is currently, got up at around 11:30. It is now 12 o'clock. So yeah, I did not wake up early enough for the R.L Stine challenge. But it is yesterday was the last day, and I only had like 600 words left, which is still good, but I did not make my goal yesterday. I might today, but with yesterday being the last day, I cannot record any today because I have to edit this video today and get it out tomorrow. So, yeah, that's hopefully I plan better, and maybe one day I actually start on a Monday and I can record throughout the whole week. But I always end up recording like on a Tuesday or Wednesday. Mondays and Tuesdays, I just get busy. So yeah. I definitely liked this challenge. I do think I want to do it again and do more. Like by different authors. And I do like the 2,000 word limit. I honestly do, because it has kept me from being completely burnt out. So I definitely think I will incorporate that into my writing routine. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. I really enjoyed it. I started off this week with like 7 or 8,000 words, and now I'm at 13,000, I think. Yeah, yeah, I'm at 13,000 words now. And I have to get, I think, 20 to 25 for it to even be considered like a middle grade book or young adult book. I don't know. I mean, young adults can read it if they want, but I think it's mostly middle grade that I'm writing. I don't know. We'll see, because I might change it in the future. But yeah, that's all I have to say. This video will be ending now. So proud of my process. Thank you for staying and watching this video if you have. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to see